Hey, bud.
Hey, buddy.
Today we're going to build a rocking chair.
Just the two of us?
Just the two of us. It comes in a box, but it is real wood. It's teak. It's delightful.
Teak?
Yeah, the box it's just simple parts because that's why you bought it.
Yeah,
It's just a back, the seat, the two sides with arms all the way down to the rockers, and the two rockers, and that's it.
that sounds like all you need.
That's right. So let me go real quick, and I'm going to read you the instructions because it does say read all of the instructions before you start.
I am riveted.
Okay. The rocking chair. This is number one. This is the overview.
Okay.
Okay. I just want
All
to
right.
set the stage. The rocking chair has multiple parts and may require up to 30 minutes
Oh,
to assemble. To
that's
give you
not
an
bad.
overview, no, to give you an overview of the rocking chair parts, the above picture is to help you put the various parts into perspective. Please read through the instructions below to familiarize yourself with the parts and steps before assembly. Doesn't that sound totally approachable?
It sounds approachable, sounds friendly, sounds easy.
Doesn't
No
that
more than 30 minutes.
doesn't that currently sound like proper English?
Certainly does. And it also seems like as you begin this process, order yourself a Domino's pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Sure.
should be, you should be able to enjoy said Domino's pizza from the comfort of your new rocking chair.
Welcome the gentleman in while rocking on your porch. Show
Absolutely.
off your work. We're at step one, buddy. Remember, the actual wood is one, two, three, four, five, six parts. It's the seat, the back, the two sides, and the two rockers. So step one is unpack and place all parts on a clean, non-marring surface.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, we don't want Bill Maher on your surface.
No, 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 no. Non-marring. You don't want to scratch the wood.
You don't want to be on Maury Povich. Got it.
Got it. Very good. So I'm going to go ahead and read the entirety of step two
Okay.
real quick.
Okay.
Just let me get through it, okay?
I'll just sit here quietly.
Okay.
You won't have to.
Insert
I won't
bolt 2 into
interrupt.
cross dowel 3. Then insert the cross dowel 3 into the housing of the right leg panel D. As shown in the picture, put the tenon of the right panel D into the mortise of rocker E. Then attach using bolt 2, cross dowel 3 with Allen key 4. In bold, note, affix bolt 2 into cross dowel 3 inside the right leg panel D. Then remove bolt 2 from the cross dowel 3 using Allen key 4. Repeat the same process with the left leg panel C and rocker E. And in bigger bold, do not tighten the screws. Caution at the same time. Please do not place your hands between the gaps to avoid injury. Are you there?
I'm having a stroke.
That was step 2,
I'm having a stroke. Can
which was almost
oh
full English.
oh
I
I,
know that tenon and mortise are English words, but they're not typically. Yeah, the left side of your face is going to droop a little bit after
okay.
that.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
That is, we call that the Dick Clark hello. You're doing just fine.
I'm fine.
Uh,
I'll
and
be fine.
we're gonna do the last step here.
Oh, just the last step.
Yeah.
Those are okay. All right.
With assistance from your adult partners, this is
Ooh.
where the English starts to break down. But I think that for a piece made in Vietnam to look like Quaker furniture, they were doing okay. And so is this whole bit is breaking down.
I'm
Put the
just
tenon of backrest pedal A into seat pedal B with the mortise of right leg pedal D and attach using screws 1 with Allen key 4. Do not fully tighten the screws. Now, hi, welcome to an episode of Zig and Larry. Ignore topic, where Zig has just moved into a new house and do a lot of things are new furniture, new toys, and boxes upon boxes of shit. That was yesterday.
yeah.
I bought
Yeah.
myself in Florida, it's a thing, and I really want the thing. 2 wooden rocking chairs on your front porch.
Sure.
I haven't had a good front porch ever. I got a nice little front porch. It's got just enough room for a couple rocking chairs, a little table between you, so you can have your coffee in the morning, cocktail at night, some plants in front of you, and you rock.
Sure.
And you look at the street for some reason. And I'm going to tell you, 20 years ago, that sounds stupid, but right now it sounds real nice. And I was met with this. Now, after I figured out what the hell all of that meant, it took me legit the second chair, not including unpacking,
Less than 30 minutes.
less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's actually very simple. That is the most befucked way to
That is.
explain
Yeah.
The simplest process ever. It was like 5 pieces of hardware and 6 pieces of wood. It's like, hey, put the shit together with this. Yeah, you got it. Actually, yeah, I got
Yeah.
that.
I
That's
can.
fine.
Okay, an Allen wrench. Sure, I can do that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or if you're feeling froggy, you can take like an Allen wrench bit, put it in a DeWalt, and
Uh-huh.
get it done in even less time.
You can. I'm a big fan of taking the actual Allen wrench that they have, and then just put in some vice grips and lock it down. Because then you just
Oh yeah,
twist it by it. Like, just if you don't have that one, the bit, you just use that and just
yeah,
twist that by hand. Yeah, that works too.
yeah. It works perfectly.
And
What
whatever happened to
doesn't?
fucking screws though? Like, what's wrong with a
Yeah,
screwdriver?
yeah. What's wrong with a Phillips head?
This fucking thing, these two wooden chairs, they came with 2 different bolts. They're both the same size. One was a Phillips head and one was an Allen wrench. Why? What is
Why?
the goddamn point of that?
I I don't know what the hard on is for the Allen wrench. When everyone owns a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver, even if you
Yeah,
don't think you do, you do.
you
Just
do.
go look in the drawer. You know the drawer.
And if you don't have a flathead, do you have a dime?
Right.
We can figure this out together.
Yeah. Yeah. Use just take a spoon, turn it around. You can use the other end of that spoon as a flathead screwdriver.
Use
It,
promo code Zig and Larry to figure out your goddamn shit at the end of this episode.
but and of course every bit of this furniture comes with its own Allen wrench. So
Yeah.
now I have 48 fucking Allen wrenches.
I
What's
feel like, yes.
what's befucked is that I already had an Allen wrench set of varying sizes.
I've got I bought the metric and the standard version
Sure.
in like a Swiss Army
Yeah.
kind of style.
Yep.
So now I'm just throwing these fucking things away. I'm just like,
Mhm.
why do I need them all?
Yeah,
You don't need them.
I just hand them out at Halloween now to the kids.
And tell them to bite down hard.
This is for you. Trust me, you'll need it one day.
Excellent.
How's it going, pal?
Good, man.
It's been a year and a half since
Yeah,
we've spoken.
it's been a little bit of time. But it's just been a busy time, man. Just
Yeah,
hurricane.
a hurricane.
Bought a new house during a hurricane.
Yeah.
Well, bought a new house, and before I moved in, hurricane almost hit.
Yeah.
It did hit, but it ended up hitting. It was supposed to hit my town. It ended up hitting 70-ish miles south of us, which is still
Mhm.
enough to do a damn sight of damage. Because those storms are state big, and those like those. That's the size of fucking Indiana coming
Yeah.
across it. You know.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we had then so that happened, and then we're trying to. There's just a lot of stuff, buddy. And then we found out that the house didn't die, so now we have to make the house pretty as opposed to just reap the benefits of the insurance.
Right.
Yeah, and we moved in.
You brought a tree inside.
I actually this tree has been inside for a while. This is previously indoor tree from the apartment.
Okay. All right.
There are some indoor plants and some outdoor plants. We're doing a lot of
Admittedly, I was
foliage.
very drunk at your apartment, and I don't have clear recollections.
Florida apartment, not Chicago apartment.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep. Yep.
So,
This is the thing that had thrips that we had to get rid of the thrips.
had the thrips.
My ficus had Colombian thrips. Yes.
Yeah,
And
I had
I
the
can tell you what
thrips
that means, but I know you did, and I cured them the same way
once.
as I
Yes.
cured the thrips, which are small mites that burrow into your goddamn tree and kill the leaves. I just put some pesticide up your ass, held you upside down, and watered you for a solid 3 weeks.
Yep, and I appreciated it, and
It worked.
Yeah, it did. No more thrips.
No.
I my dick does when I pee, it does look like a wacky water weasel a little bit. It goes out in like several directions, but
And depending on the day, that's a boon or a minus. I get
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's but like if I'm peeing and I need to like hit a fly that's buzzing around, I could give it a and it shoots off and can knock a fly out of the air. I mean, not all the time. Normally, I just piss in my own eye, but
But you know what? The effort is there, and I
it
think we should
is.
applaud effort, not results, in a lot
Thank
of
you.
cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how I feel about my youngest child's history grade right now. I'm just applauding your effort to not do work is what I'm doing.
He walks into the room and says, "I'm aware there was history," and then he left, and
And
we haven't seen him in half a semester.
that's what he does now.
Seems A little slapdash.
He walks in, looks around, and says, "I don't like the way it's going," and then he just walks out of the room.
He's not wrong. Can you give? But
Can,
that's not the assignment.
but that's why that's why we give him a passing grade, because I can't argue with him.
Hmm.
What was the War of 1812? Bad. Well, got to give partial credit on that.
Something.
Yeah.
Something, a pat on the back or just a thumbs up. At one class in college, I got a bitchin on a paper once, so I had to ask the guy what that meant. He's like, roughly a B minus. I'm like, I'll take it.
I'll take
I'll
a
take a
bitchin'.
bitchin. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I did not do well my freshman year. We all know that.
No, that's why I did it again.
Yeah.
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 A decade
Actually,
or so later.
yeah, I did it. I actually did it twice again.
Yep.
Because I went
Well,
to a community college to do it, and didn't do any better. Because turns
no.
out, I guess the missing factor for me was this whole thing called showing up for fucking class.
Right. You kind of have to do that.
Yeah,
They will notice if you don't do that.
yeah, that's how.
Eventually.
Yeah, it was scene shop. I had scene shop like at 8 a.m. and Paulie, our buddy Paulie, just kept
Hmm.
telling me, he's like, just show up. I was like, I haven't been there yet, and we are halfway through this semester. And he's like, yeah, but if you just start showing up, you might be able to pull a passing grade. I'm going to call you every morning. Like, great. And I will not answer. I will
Do
be
that.
sleeping. I
I'm going to tell you right now, you're wasting your time. You're wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your effort. You're wasting your love on a human being who is currently failing on purpose.
yeah, I just go to class. It seems like too much for me right
Whole
now.
big thing. Well, a lot of education is wasted on the youth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was smart enough to cheat a lot, so I did very well freshman year, and then it went slowly downhill from there, but not enough to catch up. But for 4 years.
And that's, you did it right.
Hmm.
I wish I wish I had done it like that. Because I went back with focus and intent, and that was an exhausting 3 years, because
Yeah,
I went
that's
back and
rough.
was like, I'm getting it done in 3. They're like, and everyone was like, good luck. And I'm like, well, I'll do it out of spite now. Fuck you, I'll show you. How many credit hours can I take? Well, the minimum is 15. I'll take 25.
Yes, of course you will.
When will you sleep? Sleep is for pussies.
Also, I'm an adult man with a full-time job and children.
Yeah. Yep. I only had the one child for most of that.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Senior year,
with
that's
chilled. What's a singular of children? Chilled, right?
child.
No,
Child.
chilled. No, it's chilled.
Is it chilled?
Chilled.
Chilled.
CHILD. Chilled.
Chilled. Yeah. And yeah. Actually, I ended up with like 2 full-time jobs, plus some side gigs, and an internship, and children. And I
And a full regimen of meds.
oh my god, and none of them legal.
No, but all of them prescribed by someone else, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I had what I just referred to him as an independent pharmacist,
Mhm.
and
No advanced degrees, but definitely had the white coat.
yeah, definitely a white coat, and a know-how.
Correct.
I don't know if he was so much a pharmacist as he was an alchemist.
The last known alchemist. I'm not here trying to make lead into gold, but until I can figure it out, how much coke do you need? Whoa. Has he just been sitting and staring at the brick wall for 3 years? Yeah, but he's figuring it out. It's just, he doesn't even doodle anymore. He's just it's all thought.
It's just it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. But I'm liking the house just from what I'm seeing there.
Yeah, let's see. This we are not in the typical room that we're going to broadcast from. I'm not sure yet because we've all got a few rooms set up still. But we're calling this the bonus room
Gotcha.
or living room the sequel. So we've got a couple of different areas, but this has the view of the backyard. So this is like got these are all the windows that
Gotcha.
go to the backyard, and there's 7 biggins.
I do
nice.
appreciate that Florida, who regularly gets hit with hurricanes.
Only in certain times of the year, a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
repeatedly. Yeah.
and mercilessly. And
Yeah.
but apparently Mother Nature just looks at Florida and agrees with the rest of the world and says, "Fuck you."
I like it though. Like roughly around Thanksgiving is when the season's over. So as long as you live, they're like, "We'll give you the holidays. Strap
right.
in for spring, fucker."
Yeah. Yeah. But the amount of windows that I see in your new home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, lots.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
They are loaded, but they are not hurricane. So they are not just they're great, but they're not spectacular.
fair enough.
Yeah.
How's the gator issue at where you are? Are you gonna
The
have gators in the backyard?
my my personal gator issue,
Yeah, your personal gator issue,
my
but then
emotional gator issue.
yes, your emotional gator.
No, we're nowhere near the swamp. No,
Okay.
we're nowhere near the swamp. We're still closer to salt water than swamp water, so it's totally fine. Actually, salt water is at the end of the block, which is very interesting.
Okay.
Um, but I would like to bring up this
Okay.
because I'm very proud of this.
I know you held that up.
Uh-huh.
What do we have there?
This is the world's most dangerous beverage.
It's full of cyanide and you've got a gun in the bottom of it.
Okay, this is my house's most dangerous beverage.
Excellent. What do we got?
That is vodka and cactus juice, buddy.
From like your own cactus?
Literally. Juice from my own cactus.
Seriously?
Seriously. On one side
Holy
of the
shit.
house, I have a prickly pear cactus that is pretty fucking decently big, and it has these I forget what you call them, but it's just the fruit. It's like the size of a kiwi, basically, that's
Uh-huh.
on there. And this is the season, and they are bright fucking purple, and they are just falling off the tree right now. They're falling off the cactus. And I was reading some shit, and I picked them up. Well, okay, so I fucked up the first time. I picked them up with my hands the first time, and guess what? Cactuses don't need to have thorns to piss you off.
Mm-hmm.
The fruit has little hair-like things
Oh.
that are the worst.
Uh-huh.
They sting like a bitch, and like you have to take them out with tweezers, or just like if you dig them in there, they're just there.
Oh yeah,
And
I caught one time.
yeah, you can catch them in your throat, which is terrifying.
I we it was on a hanger and my stepmother was
Wait,
talking with her
on a clothes hanger?
like a plant hanger.
Ah, very good.
It had problems and we could kind
Okay.
of talk it through it and
Yeah.
it was
God, my ficus killed itself. What happened? I'll tell you. You obviously have to.
it went through a bad breakup and we couldn't stop it. You should have seen our fern shot itself. It was
Insane. Florida man shoots itself after fern shoots itself.
um, but she was talking with her hands and like flailed her hand up and it hit that cactus and I just reacted and reached out and caught it and of course it flipped over to the cactus side, not the pot side,
Of course not.
and I caught a big mittful
Uh-huh.
of cactus and
Yep. Like
those
a
little
like a like
fine
a
needles.
Labrador who met a possum or met a porcupine the
Porcupine.
wrong way. Yeah.
Yep. And so uh, we had plans for projects that morning. What we ended up doing for most of the morning was me sitting at the kitchen table while she tweezered the
Yep.
little cactus hairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you know how to get those off the fruit?
No.
I discovered the easy way. I watched a video from a Native American gentleman who lives in Arizona where these things are like just like rampant, and he's like an outdoorsman dude, right? So I literally went to the side yard, and I still have. I'm considering taking them off, juicing them all, and freezing them because it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
They're about yeah, they're the size of kiwi. So you take them out and you go out there with the colander
Mhm.
and some tongs and just pick them off. Put them in the colander. Pick them off. I did 10. I walked inside, ran the colander under hot water, and just shook it for like 3 minutes. All the hairs are gone.
Really?
Did not bite me once. No. And then you just shave it like a goddamn mango, and everything inside is edible. And I blended that son of a bitch up, put a little bit of sugar and a whole lot of water. And this one actually I put a little bit of lemon juice and a touch of orange juice, like juice and orange.
Uh-huh.
And now I have a pitcher of cactus juice, fruit punch in my goddamn fridge. And now I'm mixing it with the with vodka, and it's fucking delicious. It tastes like somewhere between a berry and watermelon.
Oh, that sounds
It's
amazing.
fucking great, and it's right next to. You know how much of a dork I am about growing plants. I've got that right next to me, and the guy who used to own this house was a huge prick, and he broke a lot of stuff. But one thing he did right was I have two huge rosemary bushes right next to my front door. If I want to cook with rosemary, I go outside, snip.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is vodka and cactus juice, buddy. Literally. Oh, by the way, this shit stains like a sumbitch.
Oh, I bet it
Oh
does.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm rum and apple cider because it's fall in the Midwest.
Can't go wrong
Although
with that.
I say that it was fall on Monday. Today it's late spring, nearly 80 degrees outside.
Oh God.
Yeah, Nick's outside in a tank top and shorts in her lawn chair, just going, one more day of sunshine, I guess. I don't know.
Take it, man. I mean, we had to suffer. There was a cold snap when we moved on
Yeah,
Thursday. In the morning, it was 50.
a whole 50.
Yeah, for about like 5 hours,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
I'm sorry, are you okay?
I still wore shorts and a fucking tank top because I know it's gonna warm up and I don't give a fuck.
Right.
We went to
How's your
a
ficus? Did it make it okay?
it's again no thrips. We're fine.
Okay, all right.
We went to a furniture store the day after that. I said, "You're not from here, are you?" Like, why? It's like, because it's freezing. You're wearing a tank top and shorts. I'm like, at the time, I'm like, it's 65.
It's 65 out. It for me, where I come from, this is considered summer.
Yeah.
The moment it gets above 60, we're all like, well, shorts and flip-flop weather, I suppose.
But we do have one issue that I discovered,
Mhm.
and I discovered it's actually even worse than it is in my house.
Okay.
Because, like, when you move into a house, the old owner, they're supposed to disclose, right? But
Right.
of course, they never really do everything. How could they? You wouldn't sell the house. Every house is a fucking like. There's no ghosts. You know, nobody was killed.
Sure.
But so in my backyard, and this is Florida. Okay, I wasn't prepared for this. You see this, buddy? I'm sure you know what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's an acorn.
Yeah, that's correct. So I have this huge shade tree which begins in the back neighbor's yard, but all of it is over my yard. Okay, which is a very very nice actual shade tree.
Mhm.
It's just it's a big old oak. It's been there for forever. I have no desire to take it out. It's probably 200 fucking years old, right? It's
Sure.
great.
Sure.
I'm gonna shave it back so it doesn't like touch my roof, but outside of that, they can do what it will.
Yeah.
But however, my deck is right underneath it, beautiful in the shade. We don't need an umbrella. Me and the wife were out there last night. These things every once in a while, bam! You just hear them hit the goddamn deck. And you're like, oh, and I have a Chihuahua who's a little skittish. She runs away. It's like you know, it's falling from maybe 20 feet. It
Right.
makes a noise, but it's just like a little, like a snapping of a finger, right?
Yeah.
And so my issue was that this thing, these are its seeds. So when we're out there on the patio furniture, this we are going to be constantly barraged with some manner of arboreal bukkake.
Yeah, you're definitely getting nutted on.
But it gets worse. I
Oh,
was incorrect. What comes with acorns, buddy?
squirrels?
Correct. There's a shit ton up there.
Oh, no
So
shit.
yeah, so no, we were not being assaulted by the tree coming all over us. It was the squirrels who were eating the acorns and throwing the shells over their side like fucking chicken wing bones and hitting my wife in the goddamn head.
Like they're at Texas fucking Roadhouse.
Exactly. He just throw the peanut shells on the floor and he doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit
Yeah.
that there's a beautiful woman down there and fucking getting pelted with fucking his detritus. Don't get it's like shit. Well, what do we do? I'm like, I guess we deal with it. I don't know.
I don't know. Did we ask the waitress to seat him to somewhere else? I don't know.
We just every once in a while, I figure the only thing I can do is I'm going to get a big bowl outside of candy that doesn't melt. Every time you get hit in the head with an acorn, you win a prize. You can just pick. It's like the old like the dentist, like where you go like you can pick one prize out of the bowl.
Yeah, you get
So
one
you
thing.
get hit with the detritus from a fucking hungry squirrel. Oh yeah, pick one of the bowl. Hey, I won. Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's fucking
May
annoying.
I suggest May I make a suggestion?
Yes, of course.
Get yourself a nice slingshot, and
Oh,
and just gather up some of those acorns, and when they toss their shit at you, you toss one right back.
here's the thing. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
And if you hit one, you get a prize.
Well, yeah, I would need to hit like 5 before I'd get a prize I wanted. Outside of that, it's just shit in the yard. I have to walk around.
Get an old Chuck E. Cheese like ticket machines every time you hit one. It's like, ting, ting, ting.
Killing squirrels for prizes. Why? It's Florida. How weird is that? Actually, no. Compared to a lot of shit, it's not that weird.
Well, and I'm not saying, don't kill it. That's why you're going to hit him with an acorn. Try to shoot him, hit him in the ass.
No. If I'm gonna slingshot an acorn at a squirrel,
You're
the
going
goal
for the head.
the goal is a nugget. Yeah, that's the goal.
See, and I'd just, try to shoot it right in his little furry nutsack just to really teach him a lesson.
I mean, if you're gonna go for like skill shot, sure, absolutely, I'll give it to you. But man's got to eat.
Man's got it. Well, and I imagine, I don't know, I feel like Florida squirrel might be a little gamey, a little stringy.
Compared to Chicago squirrel, yeah, because they're not feasted on garbage.
I've never been convinced the squirrels in Chicago just aren't rats that are crossbred.
Well, you can't be positive of anything. In the backyard,
You sure can.
you sure can't. We had some manner of
And they put a Q-tip in your dick to figure out what it is.
with or without your permission.
It's always with, but you have to establish a safe word.
We can do this easy way or the hard way. It all seems like the hard way. Okay, let me rephrase. We can do this the struggle way or the bite down on your wallet way.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I fighting you? No, you're gonna fight Gary. He's an orderly that we keep in a closet, a large closet, and we just pull him out for such an occasion. He'll come in, ask you if you want to wrestle, and but don't, for God's sakes, do not knock the Care Bear out of his hand. You do that, and it's no more wrestling. It's he's just killing you through his tears, and that is we saw
a
it
song
once.
by Bjork is what that is.
killing you through my tears.
Ding ding ding! It's all music.
Oh, you ever just have like a bad, I'm asking the right guy. You ever just had a bad day and you hate everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say 80% of the time.
I went on a real rant against flatbread. Be pizza or be nothing.
Hold on. Where were you at? What was this rant towards? What happened to you?
I was just having a day where I was a grumpy little piss bear.
Uh-huh.
I was in my chair. I had a handful of cocktails.
That's how they come. The handful.
By the handful. That's how Nicole during the week is only allowing me to drink, is how much I can keep in my hand and guzzle.
What other consumable comes with a handful? Nuts is the only thing that comes to mind.
Nuts and
I'll take a handful of nuts. Yeah, I'll take a handful of bugles.
Yeah, handful of bugles, handful of.
Well, you just want 5. That's a handful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Handful of cocktails is. Yeah, sure. The small ones, absolutely.
Yeah.
Handful of, but you don't want to put a handful of cocktails, like just like the little airplane bottles. Like I could probably get a half a pint.
Right. I could.
Between my mitts. Give me some time to engineer it to stack them, like Jenga them.
Yeah. No, I'm
solid 750, easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can thread the bottom of the other ones so I can screw them together.
That's a brilliant idea. If you come up with something, let me know. If you need help, I'm there for you.
Well, and so see that, and that's science, but that goes on with the other rant. I went on about I just hating flatbread just if you're gonna have flatbread, just like the concept of it was just pissing me off because it's always
Really?
like bougie horse shit. It's always like, well, we have meat. Oh no, no meat on a flatbread, but we put arugula that's only seen the sunshine thrice a week, and we sing it Julie Andrews tunes. And a
Okay.
balsamic vinaigrette that we drizzle on top, and anything else. Well, underneath it are 2 slices of mozzarella cheese. Anything you? Oh yes, we throw a fistful of tomatoes towards it. Oh great, sounds tasty. How about I'll just go get a fucking pizza?
What if you put some fucking prosciutto on that?
If you do like sauce, prosciutto, and then
That's
cheese,
flatbread. You can't do sauce because that's pizza.
exactly.
Flatbread's an appetizer. Like it does have to have meat though.
So is pizza.
Eh, pizza
Pizza
has to have meat.
pizza's
Yeah.
an appetizer.
Uh, a foot long. Foot long. Yes, a foot long.
A foot long pizza, yes, is
Yes.
an
Yeah.
appetizer. that's that's just a pizza burrito, a burrito.
Just hit the kickstand. We're getting a foot long pizza. What's going on now? Nothing. I don't know. Dad's been drinking the cactus.
Also,
There might be peyote in this. I have no idea. We're about to find
excellent.
out. Yeah.
Thanksgiving is going to be really fun.
Yes, it is. Tune in about a month where Zig and Larry are doing a live thing from Florida, from my own goddamn home. Well, it's not live.
Well,
Can it be
I mean,
live?
we could do live. I'd have to figure it out, but I think anyway.
Yeah.
But in the middle of this, is Nicole's asking me all these questions, and I'm like, because she brought that up, she goes, "What about prosciuttos and olives?" I'm like, "Great, great, but put the cheese on top so the shit stops falling off of it, because the cheese has to keep it on." And then I looked at her. I said, "Another thing, I'm all done with science." And she was like,
Okay, here's the thing. I was trying to be on board with you because I am a fan of flatbread, but I don't want flatbread when I want pizza. It's two different things.
"Right,
It's also like bruschetta, flatbread, pizza. That's like the obvious, like it's like Neanderthal to modern man kind of thing.
yes, yes."
They all have their place. But when you say I'm done with science after your flatbread rant, you have to realize that it's time for bed.
That's kind of, I think, where she went. She was like, "All right." She goes, "First and foremost, we will not be denying science in this house." And I said, "I'm not denying it. I know it exists. I'm just sick of it." And she was like, is this going to be like the rant you went on about Wolfgang Puck being a Nazi?" And I was like, "And he is a Nazi, but that's beside the point." I had just
Can you show your work on that one for me at some point?
absolutely. I'll bring a video. We'll discuss it.
I might need that in a PowerPoint.
I will do a
I'm not sure
PowerPoint
how.
for
I'm
you.
not sure how Wolfgang Puck's a Nazi.
I have a theory.
I mean, outside of the accent, you got nothing.
Have you seen him operate a kitchen?
I've had his soup. That's about it.
That is soup.
Nice soup.
His soup tasted a little fascist. I'm gonna be honest.
No, it was delightful. I believe it was Italian wedding. It was nice.
But she was like, "All right, I'll bite. Why are we done with science?" And I was like, "This fucking picture." And it was like a close-up picture of an ant's face. And I was like, and she goes, "That's cool." I was like, "So we've cured cancer now?" And she was
Well,
like,
buddy, not all science has to be pointed towards one thing.
and she was like, I was like, "So we have no other fucking problems that we can take a close-up picture of an ant's face?" And she's like,
Oh.
what about the shots from the telescope this week?" And I was like, "I don't fucking care. That's out there." Have we solved pollution and plastic in the ocean? She's like, "I see your point, buddy, but you gotta stop now. You're not gonna win this."
No.
I was like, "This fucking shit, fine." She's like, "What about we're watching TV right now. We're watching this nice TV. That's science." And I was like, "No, that's magic, and I choose to believe that it's magic." There's some gnomes somewhere in our neighborhood that are pumping these magical visions into this talking box. And I'm good with that right now. And then
The
immediately
problem, the
woke up and
problem
I
with
was like,
arguing
oh,
with
hey.
the problem with arguing with you is that you fail aggressively and with authority and aplomb, and it's hard to keep going because everybody knows, especially when you go down a rabbit hole, that you're wrong, but you will fight to the death and bring up mythical beasts in order to shut the people up. And you consider people being shut up by you the winning of the argument.
I don't know if it's a win so much as I've just gained ground because you're
Okay.
tired.
Yes, there we go. It's more of an advance in a war.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
A
This
war of attrition.
I didn't win, but I did gain this trench, and we're happy for that one. And that's the thing. I know I'm wrong most of the time, but I will still just to piss people off.
I've done that several times.
We've done it to each other several
Yes,
times.
I'll probably do it today. And much to my own chagrin, I'll do it to my wife tonight, and I will be physically harmed.
Yeah, I guarantee you I cannot look at her anymore. I cannot look at Nicole one more time and go, and you know what? I'm all done with science. And she'll be like, I'm just go lay down behind the car. I gotta go to the store. Could you lay down? Make sure your head is underneath the tire.
I'm gonna turn it on. Breathe deep.
Gonna
Breathe
need
deep until you realize that you're wrong.
it's just a hybrid. It won't hurt that bad, right?
Problem solved. He's wrong again.
Depending on how I lay, I honestly don't know if the Prius could get over me without getting stuck somewhere along my torso.
He's behind a Tesla trying to find the exhaust. That's his brother. That's the opposite problem.
Oh,
God.
I'm just gonna end it. How? I don't know. I'm gonna see if there's a socket on here. I can stick my tongue in.
Gonna wet the tip of my penis, and then what? Science? No, no, no,
Science,
no, no. That isn't that.
and then and then the gnomes. Nope.
Now,
Nope, still wrong. Hey, this episode brought to you by
who?
splitsociety.org. Splitsociety.org.
Prove it.
I head on over to splitsociety.org and check out their new cones. They've got cocoa, they've got lotus flower, they've got rose petal, and they also have their classic spliffs that are hand rolled and by artisans, and those artisans get paid fairly thanks to splitsociety.org.
Seems weird that you have to bring up that they're paid fairly. Like, why
Yeah.
would you?
And by paid fairly, I mean they're paid in fair tokens. So
Oh, so they
can
can go get a corn dog.
yeah, they can go get a corn dog, funnel
Mhm.
cake, or play the duck game where you just pick up the little duck and see.
Take a Ferris wheel, Wyatt. You heard me.
Yep, sure did. But and if you're local listening to this here around the central Illinois area, check out over at Prairie State Hemp, and you can get their products directly from a local vendor. But otherwise, if you just want to order some fun stuff, they've got t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats. It's all good stuff. Head on over to splitsociety.org. Use Zig and Larry at checkout in all caps to get a little something. Give us a little something. Give them a little something. And they're still throwing some cash towards charity, which is great. And charity is Zig's favorite stripper. At the that
Tampa
works.
has a lot of clubs, you know.
It's but it's the truck stop just outside of Tampa that she works. It's not sanctioned, and no one
No,
asked for it.
but there is that one weird spotlight that just won't go out.
Yeah,
So why waste it?
exactly.
On that gravel pile, it's kind of artistic in a French sad kind of way.
Yeah, yeah. It's like that Jerry Lewis movie that about him being a clown in the in a concentration camp that he never wanted released.
What?
So head on over to spliffsociety.org.
Well, Jerry Lewis's Big Adventure.
Jerry Lewis is, oh boy.
I don't know what that is, but let's not even talk about it.
Do you have a sound effect?
Yeah, so I found when I was unpacking, this is hold on. So head on over to splitsociety.org.
And use promo code Zig and
Zig and
Larry.
Larry in all caps.
Use the promo code.
And like and subscribe, by the way, because
Yeah, like, subscribe, leave a review for us
yeah, that'd be great.
because that helps with the algorithm.
This is a vibro slap.
I've had a vibro slap.
This is one of my best friends, Josh Pearson from the Dancing Pig. He used to own this. We used it for one sketch about 10 years ago. And then he didn't realize I stole it from him. And now I own it. And every time I talk to him, I just go, and he demands that I mail it to him. And I say no.
No.
So that's what that is.
Sorry about that.
In the morning.
In the morning. I cannot help it. It's my favorite thing. And next, honestly, I just want to get Willow down here with her trombone and just every time she feels it's appropriate, just play that.
But she should do it on camera for the YouTube channel. Please give us a like and subscribe and hit us up on the YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. What's it called, Larry?
It's called Zig and Larry ASMR. And
Is it? It probably should be.
It should be. We should actually. I feel like we should start an ASMR channel. No, Zig and Larry ignore a topic just like this show. Head on over. You can look at us. You can see what's in the background. You can see that I did actually have to hide the what is it? The bigassdildos.com tube that I had
Nice.
back here because my daughter had to use the sound setup and take video of herself for an audition, and she had
But
taken
not for that, obviously.
no, not for that, an audition, a music
Good.
audition. Yeah, let's be
Good.
clear. And she did record twice and then realized that big ass dildos was right in the video, and she was like,
You're going to fix that, correct? Yeah.
yeah, we can't do that in post. We got to.
If she could do that with the trombone, though, she has to come into the frame, but every time in a different hat.
Ooh.
I got to put this down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Here's the thing. It's barely registering, if at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Nope.
Okay, good. That's not going to make any sense then. Spectacular.
You know what? But come November, when we both got a real microphone in front of us, it's going to make a whole lot more sense. Hey,
Good.
do we have a fucking topic today?
Yeah, kind of. How much more time do we have?
About 20 minutes.
Good. Okay. So I just bought the house in Florida, right?
Yeah.
And
I didn't know there'd be a quiz today, but yes,
correct. So I was looking around, and there's a whole new cast of characters that I'm meeting. Some very benign. Some have a Doberman named Zeke who's literally chained to a spare tire in the driveway.
Oh, I'm gonna party with that, man.
He seems very nice. His name is James or Jim. James or Jim, whatever you want. Just not Jimmy. James or Jim, whatever you want.
Jim Bob,
No, I don't believe so. If you have a Doberman
Jamie,
Doberman Shepherd mix chained to a literal fucking spare tire,
you're James.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, you're probably Jim. You're a Jim.
So what I thought is we'll do another real quick round, but we're gonna do lightning round, and I'm gonna give you. It's gonna choose your own adventure. Florida Man.
Okay.
These are Florida Man from 2021 specifically.
Okay.
So this is what I just bought into.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you there's a whole list here, and I'm going to give you 3 different headlines. And it's going to be Sophie's choice because you can only pick one that you want to hear about.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So here we go.
I'm
Number 1. And there's we can do a couple rounds of this. Florida man and Florida woman attempt wedding at a $5.7 million mansion they told friends was theirs. The real owner showed up on the morning of the wedding. Number 1. Number 2, Florida man whose pants caught fire during arson trial, arrested on cocaine charge. And number 3, Florida man rescued from giant floating hamster ball again.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
With number 3?
Yeah, I really,
Very good. Okay, no, you made your choice.
I
There
know.
we go.
I was saying I was leaning towards the fire pants, but man,
That's where I thought we were going, but that's fine. I have not read any of these, but that's okay. Florida authorities say they've rescued a man who washed up in a hamster wheel style watercraft on Saturday after a failed attempt to, in quotes, run up the Atlantic coast for charity. And it's not the first time it happened.
and for charity,
Yeah.
the girl we were just talking about at the truck stop.
Once he made it, I'm guessing he was just gonna be like, "Oh, I did that for charity." What'd you raise? Awareness for what? Charity?
Charity.
How does this work? I don't know what this means. It's not the first time it happened.
Oh, look, I started a 501. See you fucking later, cop.
Well, this unusual hydro bubble craft, it belongs to Reza Baluchi, a 44-year-old Florida man, an athlete, athlete should be in quotes, who built it so he could run across the surface of the ocean. The craft, oh, okay, actually, you know what? Ain't too shabby. The craft is a giant metal drum. Hold on, I should probably share screen on this.
Let me make sure you can. Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, one would assume. I don't know how to fucking do that. Hang on. There she goes. And
Oh, there.
yep. So here is the craft, which is basically a huge circular cage with big wheels on the side that he apparently is just stuffed full of actually decently made inner tubes. And he was going to run for charity through this thing.
It's not on the screen, but that's
Oh,
fine.
God damn it. Yes, it is. You're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it wrong.
Yep.
There we go.
There she blows.
Oh, okay. I mean,
It actually looks pretty decently built. Like, it's not what I was considering.
and Bellucci,
Yeah.
Reza Bellucci. So is he? Do we have a picture of this guy?
No, unfortunately, no.
So he's Cuban, right?
Set out from Miami, so 5 will get you 10 on that.
I just making a guess here that he was just practicing so he could go pick up some family.
He set out from Miami.
Can I say that? Was that wrong? Should I
For
apologize
me, no.
immediately?
For everybody else, yes. He set out from Miami en route to New York City in his foot-powered goddamn thing. He had some complications shortly after launch. No shit.
No shit.
Ultimately came ashore near St. Augustine, Florida. I'm guessing that ain't that far north of Miami.
The complication is he's in a metal drum,
yeah,
full of beach balls, running towards New York.
No charges were immediately announced in the case.
Well,
what do you charge him with?
Nothing. What can you? Yeah,
being a dipshit. Okay, well, as long as we're gonna do this, we're gonna share some screen. Okay, ready?
I'm prepared.
So that was your choice. So here we go. Florida man uses trash to capture alligator. Number 2, bald eagle swoops in to steal Florida man's shark.
Okay.
Or number 3, Florida man drives airboat down city streets, knocking over trash cans while shooting off fireworks.
That's the one.
That's the Megillah. I believe you're correct. Yeah. I mean, there's no wrong answer, but yeah, that's where you have to go.
Well, I saw the video of the dude capturing the gator in a trash can.
God.
And my thought was, wouldn't it have just been easier to shoot it?
I almost brought up, and I'm just going to do it now, because doing my research, D+, they never caught a guy. However, he had managed to catch a 500-foot gator. He tied it
500 foot?
500 foot. I'm sorry, 500 pound. Pardon,
Oh,
500 pound gator. It's been one of those weeks,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
that he tethered it to a tree like a leash, right?
Uh-huh.
And that he encouraged the neighborhood children to feed it cats, and they did. He's never been caught, but the children are upset because their game is gone. Yep,
That-
500-foot gator. Jesus Christ, dude, what's going on with you?
I was like, that's a big fucking gator.
Is that is Gozira. All right, here we go.
All right.
Florida man who rode his airboat through the streets of his neighborhood on New Year's Eve threatened to kill deputies as they were taken into custody, according to the county sheriff's office. Deputies said they were called to Mosa Avenue around 11:30 p.m. Thursday and saw a man, later identified as Joseph something, whatever, 40, riding an airboat on the streets before pulling it into a yard. Now, when I hear airboat, is that like a
It's like a fan boat.
yeah, I'm guessing?
Yeah, like
Or is it
what
like
with the great big
a
fans on.
hydro, like
Yeah,
what do you call the hydro,
the
where the sides fill up?
yeah, it's what is that? Not a hydrofoil?
Is it?
I don't. Hold on. I
Sure.
because GI Joe had one, and I think I had the toy, or no, my cousins did.
It goes on land or sea or the street. Well, regardless, a public
Yeah,
informant,
you vamp. I'll look up.
that's what said this gentleman knocked over trash cans with his vehicle and was shooting off fireworks during the incident. So from the vessel, he was firing off Roman candles at people's houses as the airboat was just going down 41st Avenue.
Huh. I mean, I thought this was America.
Uh, okay.
Eh, And he just seems like he was celebrating the new year. I'm trying to defend this guy.
Aggressively.
Like, yes. Damn it. What is the name of that? What is that vehicle?
They're screaming it right now. They're screaming it at us.
I can feel it.
It's hovercraft.
Hovercraft.
God damn it.
Damn it. Oh, I worry for our brains sometimes.
However, the chum was not on that. He was on an airboat,
Yeah, he's on a
which is
straight
basically
up fan boat.
it's a sled. Yeah, it's a sled with a gigantic fan.
Yeah.
And he decided that if you crank it up to 11, you can go right down Main Street and just fire, bottle rockets at the children. Which I would do it once.
Who wouldn't?
No. All right, we got 3 more. Florida man speeds about in leaf blower powered vehicle. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Florida witch swindled victims out of $100,000 by promising to cleanse their cash.
All right.
That's 2. Florida man accused of trying to steal horses, riding them home to set them free.
Oh. Man, it's either witch or the vehicle, because that one.
I gotta chime in. I'm doing witch.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take this one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I need this. I need this in my life. Florida quotes witch swindled victims. Come on. Out of $100,000 by promising to cleanse their cash, police say. Victims were told their money would double or triple. Oh my God. And we're just looking at artist sketches. Okay. Naples. Naples is on the coast. Naples is a very nice town, by the way.
That's
Naples
all that
police,
they can afford is just a guy that's just, well, our camera's broke, so these are the mug shots. He just does a real nice caricature.
Christ. Naples police say they're looking for a woman who offered witchcraft and spiritual services to victims as a way to get them to hand over massive amounts of cash. All in all, the woman stole $100,000 from 10 victims who responded to ads she placed in free Hispanic newspapers, on radio
Oh,
stations, and flyers placed in laundromats, according to the report from the Naples police. Okay, here we go. So she's spending a shit ton of money on advertising. Records show the first victim came forward on March 14th, saying that he saw a flyer at a laundromat that offered a 100% guarantee when it came to solving problems with a wife or girlfriend. How in the weeds do you need to be in your relationship where you decide, I want to save it? I just don't know how. There's a flyer at the laundromat, the coin laundromat, that
it says that there's a witch,
100% guarantee.
and this witch can solve my problems.
How can that not be 100% accurate?
I got to give it a shot. I mean, maybe you are
Mm,
in just you've tried everything. Maybe you've been to marriage counseling. Maybe you've
obviously, I haven't
tried
tried everything.
swingers parties. Maybe you've tried letting her, go out with her friends and do all the videos that she wants to do. Maybe
What?
you've bought her jewelry,
Uh-huh.
and maybe you've taken her out to nice dinners, and you're just like at the end of your rope, but you know that you love this woman. And then you're at the laundromat because she's kicked you out, and you have to live in the on the screened in porch of your brother's single wide trailer. And but she's says, hopefully you'll be able to work it out. And that's what that she kicked you out because there was the guy down at the local Jiffy Lube that she knew was she felt was handsome. You didn't think he was all that good looking, but
Wow.
he's in your house now, and
Some
you're
of this
like,
has to be real.
while you are standing there folding your what's left of your underwear and trying to suck up your pride, you see the flyer
Hmm.
for a witch,
Offering laundry magic.
laundry magic, and offering 100% guarantee to solve your problems with your significant other, whom you still love regardless of how many times she's caught something and put bumpies on your snugglies.
Just going on the journey.
And so you give her a call and you're like, I don't care how much take all my laundry money. I I've been cleaning up the gravel pile around where Charity works at that truck stop, and it's decent money. I'm doing okay. And so just take whatever I'll pay whatever it takes for me and Becky to be okay.
It's got to be Becky,
I,
the oldest of the Connor children,
yes, yes. The whitest and trashiest of the Connor children.
if I may.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
That was from start to finish a journey.
Uh, don't stop believing.
I will say 2 steps down, but still impressive from Tolkien-esque.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yep. I mean that's not an insult. That is not an
No,
insult. No.
no, that's I'll take it. That's like that's some Dragonlance Chronicles 2 steps
Yeah.
down.
All right. That's not bad.
I'll take Dragonlance Chronicles.
Dude,
I'm
from
good with
off the cuff, that is not an insult. I couldn't do that right now. I can barely stand.
that. But that's from the syphilis.
It's always from the syphilis. All right, one more time.
One more time.
Florida man pulls out dank gummies instead of ID for deputies.
Huh.
For deputies. Very good. Hey, real quick. Policemen who work for the sheriff's department, those are deputies.
Yeah, sheriff's
Correct?
deputies.
Okay.
Correct.
What is the difference between deputies, state patrolmen, and police officers? I need to know this for my next court date.
Ah, it's this how much juice they pump through their tasers into your taint.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, your state patrolmen, because they are state wide, they have jurisdiction throughout the state. They get the juicy, they get the juiciest of the juice. Sheriff's deputies only have jurisdiction within their county, and so it's slightly less. And then a police officer usually is within a town, city, or village, and that's where their jurisdiction ends. And normally they just give those guys a billy club with some nails through them, so they can just right in the side of a knee and take the fight out of somebody.
At least we know it's regulated. Thank you very much. That makes
Absolutely,
very
I'm
good
just here to
sense.
help. Just
Yep.
here to help.
Ziggler.com is not a thing. So,
Like and subscribe.
so dank gummies instead of ID for deputies who were for the county. Thanks, Larry Smith. And actually, that's the last one. There's only 10. So, real quick. So, there's going to be just that one. I thought there was more. This is top 10. This is not the list I thought. So, we're going to do that. I will quiz you on this, though.
Okay.
Which I just found out. And this is not a dig, but it's just interesting.
Let's go.
Your father is a bail bondsman, correct?
He is a fugitive retrieval agent, or he's retired.
Okay. Yes,
but he was a fugitive retrieval agent, and fugitive retrieval agents, or it depends on the company, retrieval agent or fugitive recovery agent. They work for the bail bondsman.
Okay, but he bounty hunter.
Yes, it's just a nice way of saying it.
Okay, I just found this out. Do you know how many countries in the world bounty hunting is legal?
It's just America, isn't it?
Nope.
America and Australia.
Goddamn good guess. The Philippines.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Their last guy. Yeah, that's it. Everyone else is like, no, the cops do that. Like, no, we hire cowboys, motherfucker, to come get your ass.
Yep. Yeah, you want to get out of jail? I do. Do you have bail money? I don't. Go talk to this guy who's going to make you sign a contract. And yeah, so when you sign that private contract, you the fugitive recovery agent has more rights than the cops.
He can chase you across state lines.
Sure can.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it is, because you signed a contract. It's legally binding, saying if I jump out, I give you permission to chase me and
Big
take
scary
me
man,
back.
come get me.
Yeah, big scary man with big scary gun, come kick my door in. And yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. Not even in places like Australia.
Right. Which kind of surprises me, but also at the same time, Australians seem like they're pretty chill. They understand that it's them versus the animals in that.
Well, yeah, but Australians, they also gave up their guns, which is totally fine. But I feel like they're more of the ilk that punch me in the head twice. If you punch me harder than I could punch you, then I'm like, all right, fuck it, I owe you a beer. Like I feel like that's how Australians are.
Yeah.
Like it's not a huge deal. It's like, oh, you got me. I'm gonna put up a fight. Punch me in the nose twice. Fuck. All right, screw it. Let's go. You got me.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Fine.
But if I kick you in the nuts first and I run, I still get 2 more days. That's how this works.
Yep,
It's fairsies.
it's
fairsies.
Australian law.
Uh-huh.
The law of the bush, which is one of my favorite movies starring Charity.
The law of the bush means you just need Rid Aid.
Yeah, you just need to just shave one side, like the other side on fire, and just stab them with a fork as they run out.
I don't practice Santeria. Except when it comes to my bush.
I just singed my balls.
Okay, let me do this one, then we got to be done.
Yeah.
Florida man pulls out dank gummies instead of ID for deputies. from ABC7.com.
ABC7.com.
Bonita Springs man pulls out dank gummies instead of ID for deputies. Oh, look at my man
Oh
right here.
yeah, that's our
Oh,
guy right there. That is my
look at
man.
that. This is like
That looks like
every
Dale the
actor
Hobo Wizard.
from that 70s show through 20 years from now. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. I don't need a comb. Um, Bonita Springs man was arrested Monday after pulling out a package of dank gummies. Why is it always in quotes? Well, that must be the proprietary name. Like,
Well, because it is capitalized. It's got to be the brand
yeah,
name.
yeah. While searching for his ID for deputies, only 40, by the way.
Yeah,
40 years old.
No way that guy is only 40.
In this picture, only 40. He's currently trying to look into the future through the lens of the comp's camera.
This is the worst Magic 8 Ball I've ever seen.
I can't see anything except for my own dong. Domenico Lopez, 40, is facing drug possession charges after witnesses called authorities to report the man had nearly hit a gas pump at the Circle K gas station located at yada 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 just before midnight, according to yada yada yada. Deputies found Lopez parked at a gas pump where the 40-year-old asked for help, calling AAA because his car wasn't starting. According to the arrest report, deputies told Lopez there was no key in the ignition. That's why you yada 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 to get to that. After some searching, the man found the keys. Where?
In his pocket.
In his pocket.
In his pocket.
Lopez was then asked for his driver's license. While rummaging through his pockets, he pulled out a small package labeled, in quotes, dank gummies. He also pulled out a medicated nurse rope and showed it to law enforcement.
Hold on. When he started to pull that out, do you think they started to panic before they realized what exactly it was?
Some kind of like magic handkerchief where just like keeps coming out of his pocket.
Because it's Florida. They've already arrested 3 dudes that day that had anal beads in their pocket, and they're like, not another. Oh, good, just weed candy. Oh, thank God. Good job, Dale.
He told deputies his girlfriend has a medical marijuana card because of a cancer diagnosis. Okay. What does that mean for you, pal, and your weed card? Deputies searched Lopez and found he had a plastic bag of cocaine on him.
That's prescribed for the cancer.
Does his girlfriend have a medical cocaine card?
Yes.
That hasn't been out for about 150 years.
Right. Oh, and see, and this is what I'm saying. I'm done with science. Back when you could just, Doc, I've got headaches. Here's opium. Doc, I've got the fatigues. Well, here's some cocaine. You should do that about it.
Do that about it. Twice. Aggressively.
Right. In fact, we should do it together right now. Right now. Doc, I hear voices. Well, that's too much cocaine. You need to slow down. Here, have some opium about it. Oh, okay, great. Cool. The Old West speedball is what we call that.
This is medicine. Currently, we're calling this evening you out. So take some up or some down. It's medicine. It's fine.
It's medicine.
It's going to be all the rage
medicine
in a long time.
Practicing medicine. We're just practicing.
Have a nap for 3 days. Then when you get up, have some more of the blue. What about food? No,
you're not going to care about that. No. Trust me. You're not going to have a weight problem. Doc, I think my wife's got the hysteria. We'll bring her in. I've got some opium, some cocaine, and a finger that should help her out.
Keep her away from that chicken sandwich.
I just boggles my mind that for so long men would be like, I don't know what to do with her. Have you tried making her come? Oh no, that's gay. Send her to the doctor. And then they would just pay the doctor to finger blast their wife. And then she'd come home and be like, yes, I feel a lot better. I mean, I'd be pretty crazy too if my entire life somebody told me my orgasm was a myth and didn't let me do it, and then I had to go to the doctor to get a hand job.
We've gaslit a whole fucking gender, and only still now have slightly turned down the fucking lamp.
Yeah. Yep.
So what'd you learn?
I learned that you, my friend, are becoming like the turn share screen off.
Prove it.
There. The you becoming like the Gandalf of Florida men. Like
Good.
you're doing it
Good.
for good.
Thank you.
Making your own juices
Hmm.
and becoming friends with Jim and
I'm getting
his
soused off the land.
soused off the land. And that's a dream for all of us.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what I've learned. I've learned that you have squirrels that need a lesson taught to them.
Yep. Hmm. Hmm.
What'd you learn, buddy?
I learned that we have to do a very solid but very choreographed bit with your daughter at a trombone because that sounds spectacular.
Yes. Yes.
For nobody who watches our show, please, for the love of Christ, why aren't you watching the show? YouTube. Just do the YouTube. Ziggy Larry, ignore a topic.
I mean, here's the thing: if more people watch the YouTube, I might put more effort into editing the video.
I might do more weird shit.
We should maybe do more weird shit.
I have so much land. I've land now. I can do weird shit.
Ooh, I think we need to
Yeah.
start planning what weird shit we're just gonna put on
I have
our
a
YouTube
fire
channel.
pit. I can just I mean I could who's gonna say anything if I blow something up? It's here.
It's Florida.
Your excuse could be, but and then
Yeah,
that's legal. And then they're fine with that.
yeah. They're like, oh, well, we didn't realize. All right, you hey, what do you got there? Some medicinal cocaine. All right, great. Well, it is Florida, and
It's from 1862, so it's fine.
I have a prescription for it from 1862. It's still binding. It was my great great grandfather's, but passed down from generation to generation. Anyway, I gotta go, officer. I
Outside
gotta
of
go
that,
not eat.
outside of that, I've learned I can have fires in my own backyard and only slightly burn the neighbor's shit.
Ooh, I mean that's got to be appreciated.
Mm, no,
Oh, oh, oh boy.
no.
Ooh,
I didn't learn that on the episode. I can see them.
oh,
I left a fire unattended.
uh-huh.
And
And
apparently that's a bad call.
that's what
But
happened to the cat.
but if I attended, really, what difference would it have made? Because I would have.
Oof. Boy, this is it's ending pretty dark note.
Well, good news is the kid's only slightly scathed.
So, well, and that's a good lesson for him to learn. And we all
Yeah,
had to.
don't come near my shit. Yeah, any excuse
Really any
to
excuse.
save a bad joke, any
I
excuse. Yeah,
should have had it. That was
it's
that
a
bit.
bit that's never gonna work. So just fucking yank it out of the ashes. Jesus
Just like
Christ.
that kid.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guess what, buddy?
What's that?
I love you.
I love you back.
Hey, I should have had my hands ready for, you know,
Always have your hands ready.
always have your hands. That's what my,
Always.
that's, nope. Just that would have gotten that like hack territory.
Mm.